Happy Friday. Feliz Viernes. Happy weekend. What's going on? What's going on? That's right. It's your girl, Mysterious Jackson. You are listening to Ladies Night Radio Show, baby.
Yes.
We're coming to you live from the Good News Studio tonight and every Wednesday and Friday night at 7:30. Yes, that's right. For the whole month of July, a few of your favorite shows will be going live twice a week on the Good News Radio app. Double the pleasure, baby. That's right.
Yeah, giving you what you want.
You can get the Ladies Night twice a week. So make sure you tell your friends. We are live every Wednesday at 7:30. Okay. Speaking of the good news, we are currently having a fundraiser for this growing network. As you may know, if you are interested in donating, even if it's just $1, please go to our Instagram at The Good News Radio. And the link is in our bio. Just send us $1. Just send us $1. Trust us. It's less than anything that you spend at a Starbucks or anywhere else, for that matter.
Yes, support the arts. Like I said, the arts keeping you alive during COVID. They're giving you life, y'all.
It is. It literally is a lot of work to like get you guys content every once a week. But now we're doing twice a week. So we're serious about this. We love it. But we want to make sure that we're bringing you the best experience and your listening experience. And we want to do some upgrades on our app. So this would definitely help us with all of that. So make sure you go ahead and donate $1, $5, whatever your heart tells you, whatever your tarot card tells you. Just donate that.
Mm-hmm. Let's get some of those readings.
Speaking of tarot cards, today I have a special guest co-host joining me today. Shout out to Goddess Lore.
Hey.
She was here Wednesday and she is not tired of the ladies yet. She came back Friday.
Love me the ladies.
Yes, and we have some exciting news. I just found out that she will be joining us every Wednesday and Friday for a new segment called Ride the Vibe with Goddess Lore, where she's going to be telling you the upcoming, I guess you explain it. What will you be sharing in Ride the Vibe with Goddess Lore? What can they expect from you?
Well, we're going to be consulting our tarot deck and giving us guidance for the upcoming days. Like for today, you're going to get the vibe for the weekend.
Yes. Okay. Should we expect good news, bad news? Should I be scared? Should I get my crystals ready?
Girl, always have your crystals ready.
Should I get my tequila ready on the other hand?
Always. Just know there's no good news or bad news. There's just news. It's what you do with it.
Okay. Well, here it's always good news at the Good News Radio podcast.
Yes, it is.
I'm just kidding. All right. And of course, we have my girl, Crazy Maria, running the board, making sure we sound good.
Be crazy.
Hey, everybody. Happy Friday.
And as you can tell, she is running the board as she gave herself the loudest air horn entrance more than anybody in the room. Shout out to Crazy Maria. And shout out to her. She actually took over on the show on Wednesday. She's gotten positive feedback and she had a great time. Were you nervous on Wednesday, Maria? Let the people know. Were you nervous?
Just a little. Just a little.
You did good, though.
I listened back to it today and I have a lot of growing to do. But
yeah, that's okay.
It was good.
We all start somewhere.
Yes,
that's what life's about, girl.
Yeah. Exactly. And honestly, I didn't even know you were that nervous. Like, I was super nervous. Like, the first day anybody that was in the room saw how nervous I was. Keith had actually pressed the button for me to start. That's how nervous I was. So, it is what it is, and it all comes with growing, and I love it. So, shout out to all that. And update on this quarantine life, the new norm. We are going on day 121. That's right. Say it again, Cardi B. That's right. We are on day 121.
Wait, happy birthday, baby Culture's turning 2
yes.
today.
Hey, happy birthday, baby Culture. As you guys know, I'm not sure if it was Mayor Garcetti or Governor Newsom, but he is really going to be shutting down in. He said if the COVID-19 virus continues to increase, he will be shutting everything down for 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. So you guys, please make sure you guys are wearing your mask, social distancing, and wiping everything down, using hand sanitizer. Let's be clean about this and just follow the rules, even if you don't believe in it, even if not, just respect and wear your mask. 'Cause trust me, I hate it. I hate wearing my mask, but I'll do it because that's just I'm being a team player. That's what it is.
Yeah, you just be courteous.
At the end of the day. But anyways, let's go ahead and we are going to be talking about a lot of stuff today. We are, as you guys know, I know a lot of you guys have been talking about the whole Jada and Will table talk tonight, addressing August rumors. So we will, what would you say earlier, Lore?
I said August rumors in July.
In July, that's right.
Damn.
We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be putting our input, a lot of a lot of people had a lot to say about this, so we're definitely going to get into that. And of course, we are going to continue our conversation from Wednesday when Maria was bringing up marriage versus shacking up, or as I say, a roommate with kids. So are you married, or you just have a roommate and you got some kids with them and y'all paying rent together?
Like, or y'all both got kids and you Brady Bunched it, like
something Modern Family. I mean, what's the situation? How'd you get there? Are you happy? Are you not happy? We can talk about all of that. Marriage, separated, divorced, single, whatever it is, we talking about it tonight. So make sure you stay for the topic. But before we start the topic, of course, your girls love some good cheese, man.
Yeah, we do. Get the cheese.
Hey. Hi, Maria.
Es un escándalo.
Yes, escándalo. As you guys know, we love some Chisme here, and tonight we got your girl Mysterious Jax in the Chisme. That's right.
Let's hear this. I'm excited for this.
Your girl is in the Chisme. I put myself in the Chisme.
You know it's good when you put yourself in the gossip.
You know it's good when you put yourself in the Chisme.
Someone is hyped as fuck over there.
Okay, no, I had to put myself in the Chisme. Ooh, yes. What? It's not a nasty Chisme, but it's a really juicy Chisme.
Not yet.
That's gonna be in like 3 weeks, maybe. No,
bring me up just a little bit. So yeah, okay. I'm in the Chisme because I'm just gonna quick share with you guys that the reason I'm in the Chisme was I was recently calling my phone service because I wanted to lower my bill. I think a lot of people right now are trying to see where they can save money, and I called my phone company to lower my bill, which I did, but I got a phone number out of it. You guys, my customer service rep gave me his number.
Lower the bill and I'll lower your panties.
Damn, you were quick with that one.
Lower the bill and lower the panties.
Yes, she was quick with that. Okay, first of all, that's not going on. They live in Florida. So they live in Florida.
I told you.
Can we stop playing that? It's not a nasty Chisme.
Oh, damn.
But he says he comes to LA a lot.
Okay, but is he wearing a mask out there? Because I see them fools out there at the beach.
I did say that, but yeah, I did say that too. So really quick, I'm just gonna go ahead with the Chisme really quick because it's juicy a little bit. So he was really smooth. He was very professional. The way that the reason that I got his number was because he was offering me this free promo for a free Apple Watch, you guys. So I was very interested. I didn't go with it at the time, but he said if I change my mind, give him a call and he will still give me the same offer. Mind you, he gave me his personal number, his cell phone number.
Okay.
So I'm going to really quickly tell you guys, he texted me today. So when we were on the phone on customer service, he told me, what are you doing today? I was like, I'm going to take my niece to the beach. And he's like, oh, okay. So today he texts me, good morning. I hope you had a great day at the beach. You guys, I'm always, okay, I don't really share my dating life, but because I'm telling the universe, I'm ready. Let me meet the right one. I'm really not going to shut anybody down.
I'm loving this.
I'm open to it, even though, like, this is normally not how I would, talk to someone. I was like, okay, universe, let me just entertain the idea. So he texts me, good morning. Hope you had a great day at the beach. And I was just like, good morning. Besides a little sunburn, I had a great day. And then he's like, LOL, at least you had a great day. Aloe works good for a sunburn. So he's telling me, like, I should put some aloe vera.
He's trying to take care of you.
He is already he's trying to take care of his girl.
That's sweet, yeah. His girl.
No, I'm your girl.
Okay.
First of all, that's what I say. I'm your girl, Mysterious Jax.
Right.
I'm your girl.
You're
that's
right.
what I say. So, look at y'all putting extras on it. Wait a minute. It's my Chisme.
I'm going to have to mute myself real quick.
Oh, no, you're fine. Okay, so, and then I put, oh, yes, I definitely put some on last night and today. And then he's like, okay, good. And then he says, I can't wait to come back up there now. And I was like, what? Right? Okay. And then I tried to change the subject. I was like, oh, how's your day going up there, right? He's like, it's great, and yours? And I'm like, it's going well. And then he goes, that's good to hear. You had me thinking about you all last night, LOL.
And then that's sweet.
Is it? Like, it's not too forward yet?
I mean, sometimes you get excited about the prospect. Like, I'm a person who's all about energy and vibe. So if I'm feeling the vibe and you're like, damn, I woke up thinking about you, like, I'm going to let you know.
I'm going to let you know. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I did say, why is that? And he's like, you just seem so cool. I was smiling the entire time talking with you.
Oh, my God.
Maria, can you stop playing that song? Maria, that is not the song. You're supposed to play like a freaking Notebook song or something. Something romantic, like romantic comedy. Not this Hoochie Mama shit. Like,
Hoochie Mama.
Come on. Anyways, I was like,
she got hoes in different area codes, different states, yo.
Oh my God, you guys. So, I'm still kind of like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, your seat, thank you. I'm still being polite.
Right.
And then he just like, new BFFs, LOL, like saying we're new BFFs. Okay. And I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, right, new BFFs
wants to be your friend for sure. First. Look at that.
And that's kind of how it's ended. And yeah, that's just how it's been. Yeah, so that's my chisme about me today. I'm in the chisme. So I wanted to share it with my listeners. I'm trying to be transparent if I learned anything from Jada and Will's Red Table Talk today. Oh, God. I can't wait to get into that. Let me go ahead. So because we started late, you guys, we will go past 8:30. So just know we're not going to end at 8:30 because we started late. Not because of us, because of technical difficulties.
We had some planetary retrograde issues going on.
And we're going to talk about that during that. You know what I mean? I'm like, I need to know, where's the moon right now? But anyways, the next chisme is not such good, pleasant news. Actress Naya Rivera, who is best known for playing cheerleader Santana in Glee, went missing this past weekend after renting a boat at Lake Piru, I think, which is northwest of LA. Authorities said that Rivera, who is 33, is presumed dead following a boat ride that she took with her 4-year-old son. Wow. And here's what we know so far, you guys. According to Ventura County Sheriff's Office, Rivera came to the lake in Ventura around 1 p.m. on Wednesday, and she rented a boat, and she and her son were seen going out on the lake together. Now, the sheriff said sheriff captain, but about 3 hours after they left the dock, another boater on the lake discovered a boat drifting with the child asleep on board. Asleep. And the boat was found in an area called the Narrows, which is the north end of the lake. So authorities were notified, and they began searching, and the rescues, for efforts from her and from the air. Like, so they have the helicopters looking above air, and then they have the dive team going under. So it's been crazy. And the child. So okay, here's another thing that we know: the child had a life vest on, but the adult life vest was found on the boat. And according to the officer, they said that the child said, they just went swimming, but the mom never came back. This is from a 4-year-old. So, 4-year-olds just...
So, what was the time frame again? From the time they rented
3 hours.
The boat?
3 hours the boat found them.
After they
drifting.
Okay.
So, somewhere between those 3 hours, I don't know if she jumped in. We don't know. Right. We still have no idea. The search and rescue mission was suspended Wednesday night and resumed first light on Thursday. Officials said more than 80 people were involved in the search for Rivera. So, I hope they find her. The body still has not been found, but they're already presuming her dead, which is crazy.
I mean, she's young, she's healthy.
And I did read a lot of comments. Like, a lot of people were saying, was she drunk? Was she on meds? Was it mental illness? Was she unhappy? Because I think there's some rumors that she's in the past has had some type of episodes with Big Sean and also with her ex-husband, I believe. So it's just crazy. I'm gonna pray for her. I'm gonna pray for her family. We don't know. These are just rumors. We don't know if it was alcohol, because I know they showed a video of her parking. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yes.
Her whole parking was off. All of the parking spots were open, and she parked all weird. So they're like, why would somebody park like that, right? And so we don't know. I'm not going to say she's on drugs. I'm just going to pray for her family. I'm going to pray for her son, and I really hope that they find her for, at least for her family's sake.
Yeah.
Another cheese menus. Have you guys ever heard of something called Cameo? A website called Cameo?
Mm-mm.
Well, I don't know. Oh, I guess I'm not the only one to know about this website, or the last person to know about this website. But this pretty much allows celebrities to send personalized video messages to fans. So as of May 2020, there are more than 30,000 celebrities that have joined this platform. Users basically pay the celebrities for customized shout-out videos that they can share on their social media platforms. So, if you want a birthday, if you want a happy graduation, happy retirement.
The rich just get whatever the fuck they want.
Right.
What the fuck?
Well, no, this is a celebrities, right? So the marketplace includes everyone from B-list actors, big movie star, television personalities, social media influencers, models, musicians, gamers, comedians, athletes, and even drag queens. But you won't find a lot of A-list celebrities on there.
They don't need
but
the
there
coin.
are very few, and the few that I did see, they were donating their money to like a good cause.
See, I could get behind that.
Right.
Yeah.
So how much would you pay for a personalized message? From a celebrity that you would want. So here's the thing.
How much coin do I have, though?
So you can spend anywhere from hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars on a message, and you might even find a bargain. Somebody has seen like at least as low as $15 for a shout out. So I had to go on the website, you guys. I did. Right. I had to pull it up. And I also will say the most booked celebrity as of right now is this Vine star, Evan Breen. For $25. Snoop Dogg is on there and has made the most money from Cameo.
Oh, the fuck yeah.
The most expensive celebrity is Caitlyn Jenner, who charges $2,500 a pop.
Oh no!
And the average Cameo will run you about $50. So that's just letting y'all know. But I went on there and like you can literally click by categories. You can do sports, music, reality TV, Netflix and TV, creators, birthdays, and all that stuff. So where was the one with Snoop? I wanted to bring one up from Snoop just to like you guys give you an idea. This is kind of slow. I wanted to show you guys
Snoop song on
there. Snoop. Where's Snoop on there?
Lay back.
But it's really funny. You can okay. Loda, if you could pick any celebrity right now, who would you pick?
Like, am I thinking about my
like who do you want to say happy birthday, Goddess Lode?
Oh, damn.
Right.
Who would I want that from?
Right. Would it
That's
be like
it,
The
just
Rock?
like a short message? The Rock? Nah. I don't know The Rock.
I would like the guy from Power. The dad. What's his name?
Oh, Ghost.
Omari Hardwick.
Oh, yeah.
Omari Hardwick.
I mean,
I think that's his name. I don't know about making that shit up.
So handsome.
You know what? I follow him on Instagram, and he ain't that fly on Instagram. Like, he's,
his game probably isn't. I mean, he looks very...
He got me in that first episode, though, when he was, like, speaking in Spanish. I was like, oh, see, papi. And then he was a dick, and I was like, man, fuck this guy.
But it's his character.
No, I was so mad. I cried when they killed him.
He is selfish as fuck.
Girl,
just saying.
I felt totally opposite. I felt like his wife, Tasha, was selfish as fuck because he wanted to get out the game, and he kept telling her, and she kept trying to ease it, like make him go back to the game. So yeah,
that's
we're dropping
a whole
off
other
topic.
show.
All right, really quick. So Snoop Dogg is temporarily unavailable, but if you wanted a message from him, I believe it was $750.
Oh.
Press mute real quick, Maria. I want to show you guys because it's on my laptop. Sorry, guys, if you guys can't really hear it. Here is Snoop Dogg's Cameo.
Uncle Snoop. Here we go.
18 years old? What a beautiful thing. Happy birthday. You should be celebrating, enjoying your time at home while you quarantine, and know that you're loved. Yes, yes. Your family loves you. And so does Big Snoop Dogg. You've been dropping it like it's hot since you was 3 years old? You know I got a lot of love for you. Happy birthday to you, baby girl. Enjoy yourself.
So that's something you can expect.
But he don't even say, like, your name.
Hold on, let me get
baby
another.
Girl.
He probably didn't remember. He was probably high.
Oh, wait, hold on. That's the wrong one. Hold on, here it goes.
Gabriella.
No, he did say her name.
Okay.
It just got cut off. So, yeah, he wished somebody named Gabriella a happy 18th birthday. So, it's like $750 to get that message, and you send it to them. They can post it on Instagram. Yeah.
I mean, if I had it, I'd be like, yo, let me smoke with Snoop during this message. Like,
I want to hear from our listeners. If you're in the chat box, let us know what celebrity would you want to hear leave you a message, happy birthday, or what's up, or happy hump day, whatever it is. Let me know what celebrity and how much money would you spend. Would you spend $750 for Snoop? That's my question. If I had the money, I'd probably do it, but I got the money, so I ain't spending it.
I'm saving my coin.
I'm gonna save those coins for sure. But also, it kind of makes me think: should I invest in Cameo? Like, should I put some money in here? Will this be hidden off later on?
I think once COVID is done, celebrities are going to get back to their real work. They're not going to have to hustle for a little bit of coin.
True. All right, well, that wraps up today's Cheese Man.
Cheese.
Can I just say, Keith is in here.
What's up, Keith?
He said that I definitely sounded nervous. LOL. He said he still gets nervous. I don't believe that, but Okay.
We do. I do. I still get nervous. I still get nervous.
It's a good nervous.
It's like a drive, like one of those quick. Yeah. And King Lou is in here. He says, "Oh yeah, he was trying to work." I don't know. I don't remember.
He was trying to work. He was trying to work.
Oh, your boo.
Oh, he was working it. He was
digging the song "Escándalo."
Yeah, I thought you were gonna play it for us ending the Chisme. Come on, Maria.
You know, the irony of playing this song is like, this is a song that stops a chisme because everyone runs to the dance floor.
Oh, yeah.
For real.
That's true.
You're like, let's get back to the chisme. We'll go dance real quick.
Right.
And then we'll get back to it.
All right, well, let's go ahead and jump into tonight's topic. Everybody's waiting for this now. Let's go ahead and just talk about it. Jada and Will's table talk addressing the August rumors, Maria. That's right. Oh my God.
Some people don't keep secrets.
Oh, August, you did not stay her little secret. August, you broke it. You messed up. You effed up, August.
He's a bad Sancho.
Okay, did you not ever hear the song "You're My Little Secret"? You didn't listen. You didn't listen. Because that's how you should keep it. I honestly appreciate them being so open and honest in this interview, though. They really didn't need. Bring it down a little bit. They really didn't need to explain like anything to us. Like they don't owe us nothing. But they decided to go on Red Table Talk, and it doesn't hurt her show, you know. But I'm really glad they did it. Besides all the funny memes that were coming out of this and all the jokes the internet is coming with it, which I'm like laughing at, I really took a lot out of this conversation, and it's gonna go well into our topic, which is marriage. I know a whole rumors about open relationship, but also being separated from your partner and like what goes on and what were your rules. Like maybe you and your partners being separated, you guys are like, but we're not seeing other people, but we're separated. Right. Whereas I guess in this situation, they were separated and they were seeing other people. That's what I got from the conversation.
Well, I thought that like she was seeing other people. It didn't seem like he was necessarily. because his side person or a second person didn't come out in public and say it. It's like you gotta keep your boys checked. Right.
That's what that is.
That's what that
is. But he did say in that interview, he was like, "I never thought I was gonna talk to you ever again."
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was before or after he found out about Homeboy.
Well, because
I think it was after. I think it's like they were trying to get through it, you know, because this happened years ago. They worked through this years ago. Like they're past that piece. But so this was like once they talked about like what was going on.
Yeah, I think that they were saying we are going to play a little bit of the video bits and pieces. I kind of want to like really get into these videos because if you guys, besides the whole funny memes that are coming out of it, if you really listen to it, I feel like this is really relatable. Mm-hmm. A lot of couples go through this. A lot of relationships go through this. This is like something real. And I think that after you make the jokes, definitely take a listen to it. And I think that we can all learn from it because the fact that the way that they were so patient with each other, the way that they allowed each other to just talk really was impressive. It was just really good to see. So the first part this video that I want to kind of talk about is pretty much Jada and Will cleared up the things, the whole gossip thing about August and stuff. And she definitely wanted to clear about the whole giving permission. And I also like how they didn't bash August. If you listen to it, they never once bashed him at all.
Yeah.
So you can go ahead and play it for them, Maria.
Different kind of entanglement with August. And one thing I want to get clear about and clean up, one of the things that was kind of swirling in the press about you giving permission, which is, the only person that can give permission in that particular circumstance is myself.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But what August was probably trying to communicate, because I could actually see how he would perceive it as permission because we were separated amicably.
Yeah.
And I think he also wanted to make it clear that he's not a homewrecker.
Okay, right there. And that's exactly what I did like about the whole conversation, that like she wanted to clear it up and say like there was no homewrecker. He didn't come between me and Will. He also didn't ask Will for permission.
Right.
Like she goes later on to say that they were already going through their own issues. They were trying to figure things out. And I did really enjoy that piece that she was just like, he's not a homewrecker.
Sis, but didn't he say that on in the interview
yes.
that he went to and asked Will for permission and spoke to Will and Will gave him his blessings?
I wouldn't say that. But I think he said something along the lines like he got permission from Will.
Yeah, he said something along the lines, and they reference it somewhere in the actual interview where Jada says, I can see why he can feel that he got permission.
Yes, that part.
But it wasn't that Will actually gave him permission or his blessing.
I think maybe because he was around the house, he was around the kids, and maybe Will was in there. Because they probably have a big house. Yeah. He probably goes to one side of the house, she goes to the other. I'm assuming. This is just in my head.
Yeah.
And he was probably around the house, and Will being a stand-up guy was like, oh, what's up, August? He's not going to be... Oh, this is what I'm thinking in my head, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe that's why he got the impression that he got the okay, right? Mm-hmm. So that's what I think. So go ahead. What were you going to
say? He also said in the beginning of the interview, like, that he was done. He was like, I was done with your ass.
Oh, yeah. He did say that.
She was in a dark place. She wasn't in a good place. And she said that she's trying to find her happiness with other people, and then having to realize like, your happiness you have to find within.
And that's what's next. Yeah, Jada mentioned something about that she wasn't happy with herself. Go ahead and play that part too.
A lot of pain, and I was very broken. Now, in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized that you can't find happiness outside of yourself. Mm-hmm. And luckily enough, you and I were also going through a process of healing in a much different manner. Mm-hmm. I would definitely say we did everything that we could to get away from each other, only to realize that wasn't possible.
So we come to the red table. So I'm in the Jada position right now. So
Is it 525 already?
During that time launched into an interaction.
Okay, so really quick, I just want to talk about that part that you brought up, the part that she says you can't find happiness outside of yourself. So it's so true, and it sucks that their relationship, it doesn't suck. I mean, it's probably not ideal of how they wanted this whole thing to happen, but I'm kind of glad it did, because this is a real situation that a lot of couples go through, and I feel that them talking like this, exactly like this, is so honest, such a great image for people to kind of follow. And like, I know there's a lot of guys out there saying, and they're going to start using that whole line, like, hey guys, just say that I was broken and I was trying to heal and find myself. I wasn't happy, and that's why you cheated. Like, no, then you're missing the whole freaking point, guys. Yes. Like, they were already separated, and we're going to go more into that as far as it, but I think she wanted to just clarify that part. You know what I mean? But I love that part that she was like, her relationship with August helped her realize that she was not happy, and she cannot rely on other people to give her that happiness. Right. Yes. And that's so true. Like, you need and I tell people that, like, I know I'm still learning it, but like, you can't expect to go into a relationship and make these other people make you happy. Like, you really need to make yourself happy before you go into other relationships. And I know we say it, but like, this is a real thing that we all need to work on.
You can't make nobody happy if you're not happy with yourself. And
just imagine,
just like plain blank. But what she did say is, she said that she left him because they couldn't like stand each other. Went to whatever his name is,
August.
Yes, and then realized that the problem is not her relationship with Will. I mean, yes, there are little issues that probably are going on, but the real problem was within herself.
Right, of course.
So once she realized that, I mean,
we're going to go more into that, and she kind of talks about that too a little bit. She also talks about how her and Will were also going through their own process to heal. Mm-hmm. She even said they did everything they could to get away from each other. Can you guys relate to that as far as like in your like relationships? Have you ever felt like
space? Yes.
Yeah, like you want to like just get away from them. Definitely. You want to like, and that was such a real comment. I really felt that. I feel like sometimes like, even so, sometimes my relationships can be really short. I feel like because I'm not married, like instead of me like just getting space, like I'm gone. Like I'm over it. Like I'm done. You know what I mean? Like I'm annoyed. Like I can't stand it. And to me, it hit home. I was like, okay. And it was something that me as a single person within relationships, like I can relate to that. But the difference between me is that I'm not married. I've never been married, so I don't have to. I've never felt like I have to come back and try to make it work. Like, nope, I'm over it. Right. And I know that's my generation too. We quit too soon, and we move on to the next thing, which isn't good. It's not healthy. We do it a lot, but I'm not saying that it's right. So just moving forward, because I want to keep it going along. You want to play the next video for them, Maria? So this one right here is Will. This one is a little tricky because this is where Will asked Jada a big question. This is on the 4:30.
She be trying to skirt around.
We'll talk about that too.
During that time, launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good. And it was really a joy to just help heal somebody.
Okay, hold on right there. Hold on. Okay, let me just go into that part right there. She says, he goes, what do you feel like you were looking for, right? No, he goes, during this time when you were in an interaction with August, because it was hard for her to say relationship. Yeah. Why was it so hard for her to say relationship? I don't know. That's another thing she got to talk about. But he was like, okay, I'm going to use your words. I'm going to use your language. Right. So instead of irritating her by saying relationship, he was like, okay, during that time when you were in an interaction with August, what do you feel like you were looking for? So that's a crazy question. This is your husband asking you about your ex-boyfriend. And then she responds with, I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good. How do you think Will felt to hear that? And how would you have felt to hear that from your partner saying that they're not happy? Imagine sitting across from your partner in front of America, in front of everybody watching, and hearing your partner say that they weren't happy. Like, this is crazy to me. It's blowing my mind. I don't understand how people are not really dissecting it. This is what I wanted to do part by part. This right here, if I was Will, I mean, even from his face, maybe his blood is boiling, maybe he's embarrassed. I don't know what he's feeling, but I would have been like, damn, he
looked a little sad. Even though they're years removed, he looked a little sad. But these are the tough relationships, conversations that either make or break you.
Yes.
So many times we get used to our partner,
right?
And life happens and you get into this flow, and then you're not happy with yourself. There's something about you that's just not feeling right, and you're looking for your partner to fill that need, right? Oh, you're not making me feel good anymore. You're not, bringing me flowers. You're not massaging my feet, whatever the case may be, whatever that piece is. And you can't expect that from other people.
Yeah. I think also with Will, it's not so, it could be that, he probably was sad because, they're putting their business and their relationship out there, but the kids are also watching. You know what I mean? It doesn't even have nothing to do with the world at this point because it's their family. It's their kids are watching, and the most affected are not only them, but it are the kids, right? So I do believe, and I think we talked about this on Wednesday, where, she said that she hadn't felt that love. It's not just her fault. She's telling her husband, I have not felt probably wanted, love. What you did to get her, you got to continue to keep her. And these arguments can sometimes, in what's said, violate the feelings and the emotions that are put in. So it's a relationship, like we said last time, it's a lot of work.
So like I said, this whole interview just blew my mind, but in a good way. I felt like this is what we needed to see, right? I really liked about it. That's why we're dissecting it and how they talked about it through it. But my question to you guys, how would you, honestly, just if you can use 3 words, how would you have reacted if you heard this from your partner?
I lived that shit. So when I heard that in a therapy session, I wanted to fucking jump out the goddamn window.
So imagine hearing this in front of, on camera in front of America. And mind you, this did happen 4 years ago, but still to hear it and relive it, it's crazy. Really quick, I want to put a pause. We are talking about Jada and Will Smith interview, but I did have just 2 guests come in and join the conversation. Of course, we have a returning lady in the house. What's up, Joanne? What's up? Oh, you got to turn the mics on. Come on. Maria.
Come on,
we got
Crazy
Joe
Maria.
in the house. What's up, Joe?
Hey,
you
I'm back.
Bring her down because she loud like you, girl.
Wow.
She's number 3.
I love it.
1, 2, 3. And we got a new lady in the house. Welcome, Cassie.
You.
Hi, Cassie.
Thank you, ladies. Glad to be here.
Hey, welcome.
Don't gotta turn her down.
No, you gotta turn her up. That mic is actually, but that mic is actually low. But you gotta watch out for Joe. She get loud.
You gotta talk close up to the mic.
I love you.
It's my teacher voice, guys.
I love you. Okay, so we're gonna play the next part of it, which is 5:55 of the video. Go ahead and play it for us.
To just help heal somebody.
Yeah.
I think that has a lot to do with my codependency, which is another thing that I had to learn to break in this cycle. Just that idea of needing to fix and being drawn to people that need help, whether it's your health or whether it's your addictions. There's something about that childhood trauma that feels as though it can be fixed through fixing people versus fixing me.
Right there, that part. Yeah. That part right there was so fucking real. Because I think a lot of us do it. I know I do it a lot. I know that when I got stuff going on, which has been recently, within those last few months, I've been going through so much, but like, what distracts me is like helping people, like doing stuff like that, like doing favors or like, you know, whatever it is,
going out of your way
to go help them. There's something about them, like it's almost like you're pushing down what you need to deal with so that you can fix other people, because it still gives you a positive energy, it still gives you a positive thing, and it feeds you, and which could be good in other cases. But if you need that love, if you need to fill your own cup up, it's not good for you to be filling other people's cups while your cup is empty. You know what I mean? And that's what we need to realize. Like, we need to put ourselves first. Of course, it's good to help other people, but your cup needs to be filled before you can fix or fill other people's cups, because
especially
that's what's important. Yes. And
but if
go
you
ahead,
think
Joe.
about it, women are always
Caretakers.
Caretakers. We're natural caretakers.
Yep.
And we're always trying to take care of people. And when we overextend ourselves trying to take care of other people, we get to a point where then we're like, wait a minute, this person's not doing the same for me, so why am I going to continue doing the same for us, right for them? And there's that team balance, right? That's what we're looking for,
right?
But we don't do it thinking, I'm going to do this for this person so that they could do the same for me, right? Like, that's just instinctual for us as women,
definitely.
But deep down, we're hoping at some
someone's
point
gonna take care of us too,
right? And that's,
no, but we need to make a point for ourselves, because as women, we have the families. You have your moms, your parents, your partners, your kids. It's always taking, and it's fine. We are natural caretakers, but this is when you need to pause and really focus on you. And she said it. You know, she did take a break from Will. You know, that's what a lot of people don't believe them, that they were separated. But
I believe it.
You believe it?
I believe it,
because a lot of people are like, I don't believe it. I'm not buying it.
You know why I believe it? Because they're able to have a conversation
like this.
Yeah. We were literally just having this conversation. And when I saw your post, I was like, wait a minute. Like, I have to have this conversation, because we were just talking about the fact that you get to a point in your relationship, whether you're still together or, you know, I'm divorced, she's going through,
I'm separated,
going through possible divorce. So you get to a point where you're just like, I told her, I said about maybe 5 years ago, I was able to finally have this conversation with my ex-husband after we were divorced, but we have children, we spend time together. Yeah. And I said, listen, can we just lay everything out on the table?
Right.
Just like that. But they're still together.
Well, this is 4 years ago.
I know. Yeah. But they're still together.
Yes.
They figured out how to be mature and have a conversation.
But they probably had this conversation way before.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
And they were probably willing to seek therapy, right? They were able to do all these things.
And some partners are not.
My partner was not willing to do things like that. We went to therapy maybe twice, and after that, he was like, we don't need it. I was like, what the...
Right.
You got to believe in it. You got to be involved in it.
At least you got him to go, because there's some men,
like,
or, you know, I'm not even just saying men. I'm going to say there's people out there, because there's probably women too, that won't go to therapy.
No.
Right. It's not, they won't make it a priority because they don't think they need it, you know. And you think about us in Latino culture, therapy is like, oh my god, why are you even
you're
gonna
crazy,
go, you know, like,
you're crazy. You
maybe the old generation, but I think the new generation, like our age,
educated generation.
Okay, you know what? That's a good point.
That's true.
But not necessarily, because there's some people that didn't go to college, but they'll still do it. I know a lot of people that didn't go to college, or just, you know, maybe whatever it is, they are open to going.
I think it's shifting.
Yeah, I think so too.
There is a shift. You're right.
Yeah,
the generation.
And I do want to just go back and say, because I said I wanted to throw myself out the window. Let me just go back. I was like, did I just say that shit?
You sure did, girl.
I just want to clarify. I didn't mean like I wanted to kill myself or commit suicide. I meant like,
girl, you don't have to clarify. We know what you
like,
mean.
I wanted to escape out the window out the fucking room. Like, never did I ever want to like I'm too bomb for that.
Of course. No.
Like, that's right, girl.
I know. I love her. I love her.
And we both got our, come on.
So we're going to go ahead and, I really hope that people like really dissect this video and listen to more of it and really take something of it and just, like you guys said, everybody goes through it, even especially now during quarantine. I'm sure a lot of people are driving each other crazy. And they don't have a big house like Will and Jada to be going to their corners or the end of the house.
No.
So I understand that a lot of people are going through something like this. So don't feel alone. That's why we have the Lady Night Show so that you guys can talk. I hope you guys go in the chat box. Feel free to call in at 323-900-0478. You don't got to tell us your name. But, if you have questions, if you can relate to any of our stories, I'm giving you the single perspective. Everybody has their own journey of what it is. Separated, divorced, whatever your story is, we're all going through it. But this really, even as a single person, I took so much from this conversation.
I agree.
And I loved how they were communicating. And I was like, this is what I want from a partner. And I know I'm not going to get that right away. And I know we have to build that. I know we have to get there. But it's the fact that if I can find somebody that is willing to go there with me and really sit down and have these conversations, like, because I'm a hothead too. Like, I can be a hothead.
Yeah. But you have to think about, like, people can be in relationships for, I'm talking about years, decades. And never have
that
real conversation like that.
That's fact.
We're gonna go into that too. That's later too. We're talking about.
Am I jumping the gun?
Yeah,
here?
we're talking about.
Right.
We're also talking about marriage versus roommates with kids.
Oh, I did that.
So I just really wanted to talk about this interview because I felt like it went with our today's topic, and I felt like we could really learn from it. So if you guys get a chance, if you haven't already, if you already watched it, watch it again, and just kind of like take notes on how you can talk to your partner. If you're not happy in your relationship, find out, because Jada says I was not happy. And Will said I was never gonna talk to you again. We were done.
They were both done.
The fact that they're wait, we can't hear you. You gotta tuck in there. Marie, she has mute.
I want to know what happened with them that Will felt that way, because for me, I was talking.
It
to
sounded
Cass.
Like they argued a lot.
Yeah.
Like they just weren't on the same page as what he.
Well, she wasn't happy with herself. She
was
trying to mask her own wounds that she had to heal.
And I think it's because, like, I don't know Will, right? I personally don't, but I
know him. He's on my phone.
We're friends. We're friends. But we know him through seeing him grow up in television, and we've seen him mature into this man and into this icon of a man, and into a man that potentially you would want your husband to be like. You know what I mean? And so that's how we know him. So for me, like, when you have a man that is willing to do so much for you and be there for you as
of course,
that man, provider, whatever, especially because he has already been through a failed relationship, and that for him was devastating, not being able to be in his first son's life like he wanted to.
That's right.
Because that was what I was.
But that actually might be why.
That's why he was so 100% right
and knows about what
it takes to be
exactly.
And that was the thing. And I was talking to Cass about it, that when she had the interview for him or did something for him for Father's Day, did you see that? It was what was interesting was that she was just talking about how amazing of a person, father, yada, yada, yada he was. And then to hear, I was like, well, how is it that you're here at this point? You're talking about how your husband is amazing, yada, yada, but what happened in between, right? And that happens in relationships. Yeah. We don't know. We don't know what happens in relationships. And for them to be at that point where they were separated, she even went and had an extracurricular, what did she call it?
What was
entanglement. She said
entanglement.
Yeah. And then he was like skirt.
He was like, correction.
What do you mean
you had a relationship?
Right. You mean a relationship?
Yeah, because he was like, you mean, because he's like, let's just, it's not a fucking
tell
entanglement.
her what it is.
And then later on, he says, your interaction with
Yes.
him. I was dying.
I was laughing so hard, but at the same time, I was like, that's a man right there. Like,
Right.
just putting
And
shit
not
on
only
the
that,
real.
he's standing there she's telling her indiscretions.
Yeah.
And he's sitting right there.
And you can tell she's trying to like,
yeah, you can see it on his face.
by saying entanglement, you know she's trying to like
Yeah.
sugarcoat the whole situation, but nah.
No, and I get it, and that's what we talked about earlier. Like she kept trying to, go around that. But I want to end this last video part where they kind of say, and this is how they end the video. This is how they end the whole thing.
Conversation.
The conversation. It was
Pay close
funny.
attention.
Yeah. Go ahead, Maria. Press it. It's fine.
How am I doing?
You doing?
Oh no, go back a little bit. Go back a little bit. I like this part. No, you got to go more back.
That I didn't have the girth that it was going to take to ride with
I
you
didn't.
through.
Yeah, I didn't know if you would be willing
This
to
part.
find the deep capacity to love me.
Yeah. How am I doing?
You doing? Great.
See, look at that. That's just fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
No, but we didn't. Okay, go back. Go back a little bit. I want a part where it says the bad marriage part. Because Maria was like, "That's so bad luck." No more. I think it's more than
I
that.
think it was right before that.
Right before that. It's right
Yeah.
before that.
Ride together.
Here it
We
goes.
got
Die
it
together.
Bad
Bad
marriage
marriage
for
for life.
And I was like, I'm gonna label the show. No, you can end it. I'm gonna label the show "Bad Marriage for Life" because.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Maria?
That's the bad boys thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We ride together, we
die
die together.
Bad boy
boys
for
for
life.
life.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna put "Bad
I
Marriage for
love
Life."
Will Smith.
Bad
He's
marriage
like
for
not
life.
only one of like my favorite actors,
Right.
but like one of my favorite people because, like I said, you've seen him grow.
Yes.
You've seen him develop into the man that he is today, and he has so much wisdom. And we were talking about this earlier, how even though he didn't come from like somebody that has a lot of money. He didn't talk about
Right.
how intelligent he was or whatever, but he just grew.
Yeah, no, of course, and that's
Yeah.
that's expected. He's became an older man right in front of our eyes. So
I'm sorry.
it's
How
good to
old
see
is
that.
he now, though?
He's
Fine.
he's fine as hell. That's what he is.
fine.
That's true.
Yeah,
No, but I'm
He
saying,
is.
how long did it take him to grow?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yes.
That's fair.
That part
Fair
right
point.
there.
So we have no faith in before 40s or what?
Cassie.
Opening up another can over here.
Damn
So
it,
I
Cass.
like what she also said. She said you got to go through some shit to get some answers,
Yeah,
and that's
true.
exactly what they did. Whatever shit they went through, it literally has them where they're at right
Yeah.
now.
Put your shit on
But
the table.
what's funny
Yeah.
is he said, "I don't want to go through that shit anymore." That's what he did say.
But you
Yeah.
know what? This conversation came because things started popping up in the media. There's always a reason why this
Yeah.
conversation has to happen.
Yeah, of course.
So
Well, I was
something
telling-
happens.
No, I was telling
one
Maria,
way or another.
August was actually in an interview with Angela Yee
yeah.
from
And
The
it came
Breakfast
up,
Club.
right?
No, well, yeah, but literally the whole interview I heard was amazing. It was great. It was about his album. It's about how his sister died and he took over the kids. All of that. But this was like a little part in the whole interview, and the media ran with it.
Of course.
So I feel like because he said all that, they felt like
Yeah.
they had to address it. But this was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
But he hasn't talked to her. Like he hasn't
They
communicated.
have. She said they
Yeah,
haven't
so
talked.
you know what? I hope, and I also hope really quick, I want to talk about a meme that I saw that's really true. It was a tweet, actually, not a meme. It said, "This is why you should not get in relationships with couples who are separated, because you never know. Like, let's say you really fall for one of them, and then they get back together, and then
Yep.
boom, you're fucking asked out.
Yep.
So like make sure they're divorced before you jump in. But if you're just looking for a good time, hey, get your good time. But August
Right.
really genuinely fell for her, and he got his heart broken because she was like, you know what, me and Will are working things out. We're gonna fix it, and he was heartbroken. So it sucks. It's unfortunate that he put his heart out there, but it's better to live your life like that, putting your
Somebody
heart out there
always
than
gets
never.
hurt.
And it's true. It's true. So, of course, we got to go ahead and talk about marriage, separation, divorce, and single life. So, it's going to go hand in hand today. And we are also talking about, for when we're talking about Wednesday, marriage versus roommates with kids or, shacking
Shacking.
up. Right, Lore?
Shacking.
Where did we leave
You
off
be
on
Brady
Wednesday?
Wenching that shit.
right.
I don't remember.
Brady Bunch that shit.
Like, I don't remember where we left off.
So we talked about marriage or shaking up last Wednesday, and I feel like we didn't really get to dive into it as much since we ran short on time. So this is part 2. But I also wanted to bring up the statistic about divorce that I thought was interesting. I wanted to bring it up to this show tonight. So divorce, I don't know if you guys know, but the statistics for divorce rates used to be at 50%. But experts now put your chances of uncoupling at about 39%. So the number has gone down, which is good, right?
Right.
That's good.
In comparison to, like, marriage, though, like, how many more?
Divorce.
No, but I'm saying, like, are less people getting married?
Yes.
Okay.
No. Well, no. Here's the thing.
Are less people not getting divorced and staying separated?
Let me tell you. Yeah. This sounds like such a promising news, right? Families are sticking together. But in practice, this does not mean more people are living happily ever after. Yes. So the drop in divorce statistics seems to be in large part due to the much millennial takeover, which making their marital vows stick for far more often. One recent study says that compared to their 2008 counterparts, young people in 2016 were 18% less likely to get divorced. And here's why. So millennials cracked the code on having and holding as long as they both shall live. One reason divorce is less common among the age group is that marriage and all of its advantages, from survivor benefits for Social Security to healthier children,
makes more sense,
to a lower chance of heart attack, is becoming more selective. People rather stay together because apparently it decreases your chance of getting a heart attack if you are married, right? If you stay married, even if you're not happy. Can you believe that? Like, this is literally, millennials are thinking like this. Okay, it'll be better for rent. It'll be better for groceries. It'll be better for our kids.
Because people can't afford to be
even
on their
if
own.
you're unhappy, they're sticking together.
Imagine coming home and every day you're like, I fucking hate
this motherfucker. I'm gonna fucking choke his ass out.
But you have
if
to
he even looks at
me.
me.
Parents, though, think about your parents.
That's true.
And how often
they endure
did they
that.
not come home and be like, hija de su chingada madre. You know what I mean? Like, no quiero estar aquí. You know, you that's why dads are at the bars forever. You know what I mean? Coming home late.
Right. Yeah. You hit it on the head right there with that, Joe. Seriously.
I mean, I live that too.
But at the same time, nobody want to go through the pain of the paperwork either.
That's true.
So that's also a whole thing.
It is so worth it.
Okay, say that, Lore. Put Lore up. Say that again.
But the millennials will not do it.
It is so worth it at the end of the day. Yeah. Divorce seems like so tragic when you're like facing it, right?
Right.
But
at the divorcee?
I am, girl. Okay. Can you feel the vibe? Hey.
She's glowing though. You're glowing.
I put it off for a very long time too, and then finally I was like, you know what? I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
And then I even went back to my maiden name because of the fact that I couldn't.
You too? Both of you did. Yeah. So both of you went back to your maiden names. Yeah. Really quick, Lore, what were you going to say with that part?
Yeah, sorry.
I was just going to say that, like, when you're facing it, it's really, really fucking hard. And it feels like, how the fuck am I going to get through this? And then, you know what? One day you get through it. But every single thing that comes up, it's like, oh, this is the anniversary of this. Oh, it's the anniversary of that. And then you think that you're cool, and then you're like, fuck, some shit pops up with a, like, old something with memory. Your old fucking name. And you're like, what the fuck? I thought this shit was over. And it's never over. Like, if you have kids, it's never over. Like, we were talking,
be comfortable with it.
If you can get to a point where you can divorce someone and be like, I'm always going to have your back, and you should always have my back because we got kids together.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of the best place to be. But it's really fucking hard when you're going through it. And you feel like, because it feels like a death. I don't know who goes into getting married and saying, like, well, hopefully it's going to work out. Like, I went into it thinking, like, I don't need a plan B. Like, my plan A is solid. And then one day my plan A was like, gotta go. Bye. You know? And I was like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Well, you're laughing because you can relate.
I know, I can, but it's just the way she's saying it. It's okay, well, bye.
Peace. He's like, peace.
But I love that you're like, you think it's, you funny.
Yeah, because now
make light of it. Yeah,
because now you're like,
you look back on it too, though.
You are removed from it. And I was telling, the ladies last time, it's like, I lost myself. And I have found myself again. I didn't go into dating right away. I took my time. But when you come out of it, like, it is such a beautiful opportunity for you, for like a new life almost.
She loves to throw that every now and then. I have a question for you guys ladies, because I feel like a lot of you guys are going through something similar, or you've gone through it. I want to ask each one of you, Maria, I'm going to start with you. if you don't have to share too much of your relationship, but I just want to ask, do you guys think that you are doing or did everything you could to help your marriage? So it could be current. You're like, are you doing everything possible, you think, to actually work and fix your marriage? Or do you think that, or did you do everything if you're already divorced?
For me, I feel like 80% of the time I do. And sometimes, like Lourdes says, you sit in silence and those times pop up, the thoughts, the reminders, and then you like question yourself. And
yeah.
Maria, you're still married?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that there's a lot of women out there like that. And Cassie, like, you don't have to say too much if you don't want to. How would you say? Like, do you think that you are doing everything you can to fix your relationship or your marriage?
So, I have been separated now for a year and a half. And in that time, we've gone back and forth. I have a daughter, so we co-parent. But I came to realize that when I was in the moment of our marriage, I thought I was putting everything into it and that he wasn't. So it wasn't until afterwards that I realized that, very similar to how Jada's saying in her thing, like, I wasn't happy just by myself. Like, I was happy in the mold of being married and being a wife and being a mother. Oh. But I was not happy still with myself. So it wasn't until afterwards that I realized that I needed to put some time into it. And once I started doing that, I was like, okay, there were things that I probably could have done differently. Yes. So it wasn't until after that I saw all of that and was like, maybe I should have done more. Like, take the steps away. Like, maybe not be in the heat of an argument when I was in an argument. So, like, little things like that came together afterwards. And so now that we actually had this conversation, this Jada Will conversation.
That's what we're going to start calling it, you guys.
Yes, the Jada Will conversation. And we actually had this recently with the pandemic that's going on, with our situations of co-parenting. And he had a death in his family. So it brought us together. We had a conversation like this, put all of it on the table, and it made things a lot better. Yeah. And for me, I was like, why didn't we do this when we were married?
Yeah. Time out. Like, how many literally times? Weeks before that, maybe days, it was bad.
It was bad. It got to a point where it was so bad. We were like, I don't think this is ever gonna work. Well, that's what.
Let me tell you, co-parenting. That's what Will said. He said, "I was done with you.
Done.
I was done."
It has to be.
But sometimes things happen.
In the heat of the being angry and mad.
And then when he absolutely needed something, I was there because I was the person who was there.
Do you think he would have been there for you if you absolutely needed something?
Well, the thing is that he was.
Okay, good.
Before. Yeah. So I had been through it numerous times because I had lost people in my family. He has a small family, so he hadn't dealt with it.
Okay.
So for him, he was like, you've done this so many times, this is relatable.
Right.
So I was the only person he was able to turn to, and it's continued to be that way, and he's starting to realize it. So it was like, for us, we're just building a friendship now, and we're in a lot better place than we were before. But like I said, something had to get us to have that conversation.
If you could give advice to old Cassie, like maybe like when you were just starting to feel things were getting rocky, what advice would you give old Cassie?
You know what? I was always giving excuses why I couldn't do things for myself back then. So I knew that therapy would help me. I didn't go to therapy because I thought, I don't have time in my schedule. I'm always doing stuff for my kid. Like, I don't have those days or those hours to give away.
Yeah.
And I could never put myself first like that for the things that I actually needed.
Right.
So if I needed to work out, there were always excuses. Like, if I needed to lose weight, there were always excuses.
Of course.
Being a mom, being a wife came first. So I stopped taking care of myself. So if there was a point for me to tell myself to do it, I would have been like, line yourself up for a therapist. Because I do it now, and I do it once a week, and it helps me tremendously. And seriously, I don't feel like I'm in any sort of like medical meeting or anything like that. I seriously feel like I'm venting every single week. Because she'll be like, "How was your week?" And I'll be like, "This is what happened."
Here for?
Yeah. I didn't want to burden my friends with the same things over and over again.
That too.
I didn't want to do it, and I felt like I was a recording going over.
But here's the thing too: the reason why people go to therapists is because a lot of times your friends and family know your partners, and they're going to give that input depending on their relationship with them, and that's why it's good to go to a therapist who doesn't know either of you.
And you feel more judged because they know your past, because they know your partner.
Yeah.
But that's where therapy comes in really handy, and it's been helping me big time.
And too, like if you share information, sometimes like if they did something rude or disrespectful, as your friend, as your family member, you're gonna get mad at them.
Yep.
And then guess what? You're gonna forgive them, but you're still, as your friend and family, we're still gonna carry that
you're
anger.
Always gonna remember it.
And that's why it's not healthy to always go to friends and family.
Totally. But you know what's interesting? That I knew Adrian before I knew her.
Yeah. And that happens. I've done that too.
Yeah. And like.
Yeah,
it was hard for a lot of people that were in between us because we had a lot of mutual friends. We both played ball together, so we had a lot of mutual friends, and they didn't want to be involved or anything. But as soon as people started hearing things, then they were giving opinions, and that's when I was like...
But I found that because of the fact that I've been through the divorce and having children and co-parenting, I've been there, done that, and I felt as a woman... that I had to be there for her, not only to just give her whatever insight I had, not like say, this is what you have to do because this is what I did, but more so like, be mindful of this, be mindful of that, take care of yourself because that is most important. And at the end of the day, whatever you do, remember your kid is the one that
absolutely
everything. She takes everything.
Question. I'm so glad you brought the kids up. Oh wait, really quick, Lola, did you want to add something to that? I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, I always got shit to add.
I know. Okay, hold on for this one then.
Same.
Because you mentioned
That's
kids.
Why I gotta lower my mic.
Right.
No, girl, we lower your mic because you laugh.
No. That's
because I'm right here.
So you mentioned kids, and I think my biggest question, because I want to hear from you guys. I think you guys are all similar in like the same category as far as like kids and been married and stuff. Do you think that a lot of people stay complacent because of the kids?
Absolutely.
100%.
Lore, was that maybe one of the things
100%.
that you had in your situation? I mean,
Well, I mean, my situation was a little different. So there was like infidelity in my marriage. I was like ride or die. I'm faithful, loyal, like till the end. And he wasn't happy.
Of the infidelity.
Well, I didn't know at the time. Okay. So this was like, it came in waves, the information, let's just say. But at the end of the day, it's like he was not happy with himself. And so that was the thing. It's like you're looking outside of yourself. But I do have to say that the thing that I did that kind of really bothered a lot of people, like my family and whatnot, was like, I was trying to see like, okay, where did I go wrong in this relationship? Because it was a two-way street, right? Like, what?
Which says a lot about
but
you.
But it's like, what do I need to grow? How do I need to learn from this? Because even though he's the one who blew our lives up, right? You could say. There's something that I need to learn from this experience and from this relationship.
Right.
And from that feeling, I did try everything that I could. I'm like, I need to try to do everything I possibly can so I could sleep okay and say, I fucking tried to save my marriage in any way, shape, or form that I could. But he was so closed off. Like, it was just... And now, again, being removed from it, like, I can see, like, our relationship needed to kind of end. It didn't have to end the way that it did. We have 2 boys, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We have 2 boys. Yeah. And for him, though, his thing was like, I don't want my boys to see me unhappy. And so I'm going to pursue my happiness, even if it means, like, I'm going to fucking blow this shit up.
But they automatically think that it's the relationship that's not making them happy.
Can I say something?
Yeah, okay, I'm so glad you said. Can you say that again?
Cassie,
say that again.
They automatically think, oh, it's the relationship that's not making me happy. This life is not making me happy. It's got to be the relationship. That's the easiest thing to get rid of.
It's before they have to look.
It's a
before they look into the mirror and realize that they're the actual problems where they're not happy.
Well, I'm glad. Well, I'm not glad. I guess
You can relate.
I envy the fact that your ex-husband was at least willing to say that the fact that he was not happy with himself, and that's
oh no, he didn't say that shit, girl.
No.
This is her observation.
I'm just saying, like, well, at least that he doesn't want his kids to see him unhappy.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the reason why I say that is because my ex-husband, you know, he suffers through depression. You know, he has a chemical imbalance, so I've had to deal, you know, since 2001 up until now, you know, I'm still dealing with that. And he has never really said, well, I need to do what I need to do for myself so that I can get well enough so that my children don't see me this fucked up. You know what I mean? In a sense, I admire someone that's going to say, you know what? I need to fix myself. I need to do something.
So he's not working on himself, you're saying?
No.
I don't want, okay, Joe. I don't want to get too much into it.
No, you know what? Not even that. It's not even working for himself. He's not even working for his kids anymore.
You know,
to be a better
what?
Self.
At the end of the day, this is my experience with my ex and our relationship.
Yeah.
I have a stepdaughter. I love her. You know, the person that she can call on is me. She can't call her mom. She can't call her dad.
What?
So that speaks volumes to me as far as who the person that I am.
Of course.
Absolutely.
But not only that, like, at the end of the day, my children are with me.
Yeah. Of course.
And at some point we came into agreement that our kids could not live with him because he could not take care of himself and him.
Well, mental health is a serious matter.
It is. Yes, and I think that's part of the reason, again, and I had a conversation with Cass about this, is that we make so many sacrifices to try to be there for these people, because at the end of the day, when we got married, like what she said, I didn't have a plan B. Like, I got married because I got married for life.
Well, they say
I still don't got a plan B.
They say when you have when you have a plan B that you're already getting ready for.
You already have your foot out the door.
Exactly.
But you know, some people don't think about marriage as in, like, this is something that I'm in it for life. Not that you don't have a plan B when you think you should, but you think you put all your eggs in one basket for a reason. Right?
When it comes to love, I think you should.
Absolutely, and that's when you think that love is real. And I'm gonna and if honestly,
you can be realistic, but you can also say, I'm gonna put 100% to you. You are the person that I'm.
But if we talked about it, absolutely,
it does.
And if I looked at my marriage right now, and if he actually took the time to do what he needed to do, I probably would still be married today.
Right. Exactly.
But
probably same, yeah.
But from what it sounds like, he's like Jada. He needs to be happy with himself.
He needs to be able to admit that.
That's the thing.
And do something about it.
And you can't rush that.
No, you can't control it either.
Exactly.
Well, that's all about taking responsibility.
What
were you going to say, Lore?
I do want to just say, though, it goes both ways. So he 100%. Was probably not happy with himself. Will either.
Oh, of course.
I was not happy with myself.
Of course.
It just wasn't at the forefront for me.
Absolutely.
That of being happy with myself. I lost myself. I went into exactly what Cassie said. I was mom and I was wife, and those were the roles that I played. And myself, my advancement went into the background. And so when shit started happening with me, that's when I said, okay, I need to, am I okay?
Right.
Like, where am I? What am I giving out? And I wanted to say one more thing, because it was so important. When I was in the thick of it, and it was like, he wasn't admitting he was cheating, but he was damn cheating. My younger sister, Liz, I hope she's listening. Liz, I'm going to give you a shout out. She had me watch this TED Talk that was called Why Happy People Cheat. And it was so interesting, because what this woman was talking about is that we look for a partner and we want them to fulfill every one of our needs. Mm-hmm. We want them to be our best friend. We want them to be our lover. We want them to be our mechanic. We want them to fucking fix our shoes, eat our ass, everything. Right?
Damn.
I'm just saying.
You are so right.
That's Mary's life.
And you're looking to one person to fulfill all of the needs that you have in your life, and it is no one's responsibility to fill all of those things. It's like, that's where you need to start defining, like, what is it that you want in a partner, in a partnership.
That's really
am I looking this whole concept of, like, I'm looking for my other half. No, bitch, you're whole. And if you're not whole, I'm going to pass you up, because I'm not looking for someone to complete me.
Yeah, you got to look for your partner in life, not your
It's interesting that you say that, because when like, I'm very self-sufficient, and I think it's because of the fact that I was raised by a single mother. And for me, like, I was very independent. I carry my own weight, and so there are a lot of women that are like, just take care of me, right? That are just that. Oh, I need this person to do this for me. I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for other people, but for me, like, I found myself taking care of my husband and doing things that a man should be doing. And because of that, I fucked myself.
But that's really funny because who defines what a man should be doing?
No, but not just like that. But I'm just saying, like, there were things that I felt like, okay.
Well, men need to be needed. Men need to feel wanted. And that's literally a lot of it. It is, and I understand what you're saying because I know women like, I don't ever take out the trash.
But
it's not about that.
But
it's about,
I know those things because of my father. So the things that I have seen before.
No, but what she's saying is the fact that, like, men like to be wanted and needed. Yeah. Yes, you can take your trash can out. Yes, you can mow your own lawn. Yes, you can fix this door yourself, girl. Women empowerment.
But can you do it for me, though?
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I
mean? Like, when you need...
Let me see you butt ass naked with that too about.
Hey,
come on
pump
now.
him up. Pump him up. Like, that's right, baby. That's right, baby.
Look, you know what?
You look so good fixing that door over there. You better fix that, baby.
I told my dude one time, I go, oh my God. Right. I fucking told my dude, I was like, you know what would make me so fucking hot and, like, just give you a blowjob, like, for days? And he's like, what? I'm like, if you fucking wash the dishes right now. Boy, did he wash them damn dishes.
That's a real thing.
But
right
I delivered.
That's a real thing. Hey, that's a real thing.
Just, as soon as you're done, just pull them down.
I could do it while you're washing the dishes.
Bring them down. Bring them down. All right. When you hear them yelling, Maria, you got to bring them down. We don't want them to blow out these. Right. All right. But thank you guys so much for joining us. This was a great conversation. I feel like we still got more to talk about because with marriage, separation, divorce, these are all like.
Go on for months.
Yeah. No, we really can.
So much.
And I really hope that, you know, the ladies that are listening can definitely, you know, just hear it and relate to it, or, you know, at the end of the day, just from our experiences, learn from it. If not, men, if you're listening to, these are things that your wives probably think about, your girlfriends think about. Yeah. But also
work on yourself.
Yeah. Yes. And
that's
we're not
the moral of the story.
We're not putting all the blame on the men. We're just saying
work on
women
all of
and
ourselves.
Men,
everybody.
Both parts of the relationships, women, whatever.
Bring me up, Bria.
Both. It needs to be two holes.
Yes, definitely. All right, two holes.
Wait, that's right.
Wait.
You want to fill them 2 holes.
Fill the 2 holes up for sure.
Whatever floats your boat.
But of course, you guys know I love to play some games on Ladies' Night. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the next segment, which is game time.
Hey, I'm with it.
Bring me up, Maria.
Bring her.
You are, but all you girls keep going on red, so I gotta watch that.
No, but you gotta keep me higher than everybody else. You know the rules.
You the main one in red.
No, I'm not even yelling. I'm literally looking.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm watching it.
No, you haven't.
You gave me one job.
I know, and you've been over here on your phone.
No, I haven't.
Look, I need y'all to listen. It's game time. All right, this one right here is 5 seconds. We're going to play Name 3 Reasons. Oh, my bad. You have 3 reasons. I mean, you have 5 seconds to name 3 things. Look at me over here being all crazy. So game time, 5 seconds to name 3 things, okay? So we're going to go ahead and start off with Maria because she's a pro at this game. You know, she's like the winner over here. Ready, Maria? You got 5 seconds.
All right.
Oh, if you lose, you got to take a shot. No? No shots?
No, go ahead.
All right, here we go. I had to get my timer ready. You have 5 seconds to name 3 Selena songs. Oh. Go.
Como la flor, piribiri, bam bam, y si una vez.
Okay.
Damn, I was scared. Maria, anything.
Si una vez dije te amaba, hoy te arrepiento. Hoy me arrepiento.
All right, Cassie, are you ready?
Okay.
All right, Cassie, you have 5 seconds to name 3 sex positions. Go.
Doggy style. Like regular.
Regular? You mean missionary?
Yeah, missionary. There you go. Standard.
Oh, God. What's the regular
Give me that
position
shot.
called?
You know the regular.
What's your favorite
Straight.
position, Cassie?
Oh, you know I like a doggy style.
What?
Okay, we got Sailor Jerry.
There you go.
Tequila.
And the JD. All right, Lore.
Okay, maybe I just wanted a drink.
Goddess Lore.
I think I just wanted a drink.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah.
I'm sweating.
All right, put everybody down except for Goddess Lore. We got to hear her answers, Maria. Here we go. All right, Goddess Lore, are you ready?
I'm scared.
Okay, you have 5 seconds to name 3 taco spots in LA.
What?
Taco spots.
Guisados, King Taco, and the corner guy. Hey!
Any corner in LA, there's a taco guy.
Corner
I'll
guy.
give her that. The corner guy.
I have a friend that's in Georgia, and she's from Cali.
Cali.
So she finally posted a Mexican play. I was like, that's Boo Boo.
California. Ain't nothing like LA Mexican food for sure.
I know, and I named like the 2 whitest spots. Like King Taco,
It's
Guisados,
okay. But it still counts.
Chipotle.
What about El Taurino?
All right, Joe, you ready? Joe, you ready? Here we go. Joe, you have 5 seconds to name 3 songs to have sex to.
Fuck.
That might be one.
That's one.
That's my favorite one.
So you don't. She's like, fuck. Yeah, no.
That is what you want to do to them.
That's it.
I have a sick ass Chris Brown playlist, man.
Hey.
I could have just said my Chris Brown playlist.
that would
All
have
of
been
them
froze.
songs. I did.
You froze.
You know why? Because I was like, oh my God, which
I know.
one would I like to fuck with to right now?
Track 2, track 3.
All right, now we're gonna go into our new segment of the night. That's right, our new segment.
I
I'm
sucked.
so excited.
That was
I'm
bad.
so excited. It's okay. You always have a chance later on to go ahead and make up
So
for it
disappointed
on
in
Ladies'
myself.
Night. Make sure if you guys want to ask certain questions that you want the ladies to answer during this game, go ahead and send them. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Ladies' Night Radio Show. But we got to go ahead and jump into our new segment of the night. It's called Ride the Vibe with Goddess Lore. You gonna play the song, Maria? Yes, we got Ride the Vibe with Goddess Lore. Turn her up a little bit, and she's gonna be letting us know what the weekend vibes are today.
Can y'all hear me?
There you go.
There we go. Y'all know what it is. It's time to ride the vibe with Goddess Lore. So we're going to take a look at what's the vibe for the weekend. And earlier today, I pulled a tarot card, and it's a 3 of Swords, and it was reversed. So for those of you who need a visual, it's up on my Instagram at Lotus Hustle. You can go and check it out. So this card depicts a heart with 3 swords going right through them. It is reversed. So it's saying that it is now time to let these swords just slide right out of your heart. You got to allow love and joy into your life. You got to release the pain, judgment, rejection, whatever it is that's causing your heartache. Now is the time to let it go. Everything we experience in life, we can learn from, we can grow, no matter how painful. There's always a silver lining. Especially now, there's so much sadness and grief in the world. We can get consumed, we can get lost, and that we could let that be our whole entire life.
Right.
You watch the news, you just need to see one thing, and just like it fucks your vibe up, right? But this card is saying like it's time to ride the vibe, that forgiveness vibe. We got to allow love and joy back into our lives. So I want to ask all y'all ladies, are y'all DTF?
Yeah.
Who's DTF? All up in here. Maria, you DTF?
DTF.
I mean, it's different.
DTF down to fuck, girl. What's DTF?
Anytime.
You are nasty.
Anytime. We some nasty girls up in here. Down to fuck or down to forgive. I mean, they're both good things to happen in life.
Right.
I want to just talk about really quick, like what some of the benefits of forgiveness are. They can bring healthier relationships, improve your mental health,
Right.
lessen your symptoms of depression,
Yes.
lessen your anxiety, your stress, your hostility, improves your heart health, lowers your blood pressure, and improves your self-esteem. So many times we think that forgiveness is about the other person. Like, I am not going to give that person the satisfaction of my forgiveness. But
Right.
guess what? That person is not sitting at home thinking like, oh my God, I hope that they forgive me. Like, no, they be living their lives like they're cool as fuck.
Sure do.
Yep.
And we're at home and we're poisoning ourselves.
Yes. Todas
It's-
pendejas. as I would like to say.
apendejadas.
Ah, pendeja.
We
Yes.
gotta let that shit go, guys. we got to let it go. We got to ride that vibe of forgiveness.
Love that.
Because at the end of the day, it's going to come back to us. Open up our heart, and that's going to radiate that love that we need.
Yes.
The world needs us. It needs our magic. There's nobody in this world that is you. There's no other Marias, nobody else. The world needs your magic.
I love
No one else
that.
can bring it.
Thank you.
So, yeah, like, ask yourself this weekend, yo, what vibe do you want to ride? Stay forgiving and stay fucking.
This heifer, and she said she was nervous.
We be fucking.
Yes,
Hey, and let me just say.
Forgive and fuck. Forgive and fuck.
Let me just say, though, I don't want anybody saying, I ain't got no man, I ain't got no woman, I ain't got no partner. The best fuck partner you could ever have in your whole damn life is your goddamn self.
That's right.
So get your life, know your body, and give yourself that pleasure and that forgiveness that you need.
And
Get it.
And that was right.
I forgive myself.
Thank you.
Por mi culpa. Por mi culpa.
Thank you, Goddess Lore. And that was Ride the Vibe with Goddess Lore. You can catch her every Wednesday and Friday, and she will be giving us the week vibes of the week. So thank you, forgive and fuck. That is your vibe of the week.
Lots of fucking during the week.
We be fucking.
Quarantine Babies 101.
And our last segment of the night, of course, we have to end on a positive note with some cheers. This is where you share something you're proud of and give yourself some love. Let's go around the room. Let's start off with Cassie over there. So give yourself some love. What do you want to give cheers to, girl? Anything. Yourself, anybody. Something.
I do. I want to give myself cheers for
Maria, she's on mute. Hold on. 5-6, mute. There you go.
Sorry, I just want to make sure I give Lore the
Of course, no,
space.
you're fine. You're up. What do you want to give cheers to?
I'm going to give cheers to myself. I took the time out today, got my hair done today.
Ooh.
Self-care.
Self-care. Self-care Fridays.
Self-care
Love it.
Fridays.
Everything.
All right, Joe. Joe, what do you want to
Love
give some
it.
cheers to?
You know what? I'm finally getting into a place where I've literally walked through my house and I smile and I'm like, I'm in a good place.
Aww.
I think about like where I am, just career-wise, financially, and just as a mother, and I'm like, I'm in a fucking good place, and I did that.
Yes.
You know? So
That's right.
I felt that.
I did that.
Goddess Lore.
It's hard for someone that's
Yeah.
fucking, divorced and has
Girl,
two kids,
that's what we talked
single,
about it.
So I
We need to hang together, girl.
Yes. Be
I concur.
Be kind to yourself,
Love
y'all.
it.
All right, Goddess Lore. What do you want to give cheers to?
Damn. There's just so many beautiful people in my life that every minute of every day, I've been feeling really blessed because people come in and out of my life. That text message, that phone call, your sisters, your family, your dad. I've just been feeling a lot of love. Not a lot of motivation, but a lot of love.
Yes.
So I'm just going to give cheers to all the beautiful people in my life, including all the ladies up in this bitch.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
I love it.
Those vibes.
Crazy Maria, what do you want to give cheers to?
I think that I'm gonna give cheers to my daughter's dad, Corey. He's an amazing dad, and
Get it, Corey.
he just came through with just working hard for our oldest and making sure that her education is straight. But not only that, but he just blessed her with a car. So shout out to you, Corey. You deserve you deserve the recognition. So much love.
Hard work.
That's
pays
right.
off.
That's right.
So I have a few cheers. I want to give a big cheers to these blessings that have been coming into my life recently, and shout out to those people in my life that have been sending those blessings to me. And I want to give a cheers to my cell phone customer service guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Florida boo.
I'm gonna say his name. His name was Noble.
Oh.
I like that
Noble.
name.
That's what I said. That's why I like the name. It sounds a little, okay, never mind saying anything. But I'm gonna say something positive.
Hey, good customer service.
It sounds a
is
little
hard to
what,
find.
girl?
Nothing. I'll say it later. And I'm gonna give cheers.
All of you girls are in red.
Hey,
Stop.
Noble.
Hi, Noble. I'll text you later.
Oh, he's listening.
No.
Okay.
And my last cheers will be to my family for starting a morning prayer group every day at 7 a.m. It's been really healing, very nice to have these prayers with my siblings. So it's been great. So shout out to all my brothers and sisters in the prayer group.
The Mexican side.
Yes. And my brother, and he just recently started affirmation. So I love it. It's really positive, and it's something that obviously we were not taught, but we started within our own generation, and we want to pass down.
Damn, send me that Zoom password.
Right?
Let me get that link, though.
So thank you, everybody, for joining me. If you want to follow the ladies, I will tag everybody. Thank you, Cassie and Joe, for stopping by spontaneously.
That's awesome.
So fun.
I love having ladies in here. And
I had to. I saw the topic. I was like,
right? Thank you, Goddess Lore, for joining us and for adding a new segment to Ladies Night. I think a lot of people are going to benefit and appreciate the segment, and you're going to bring so much good energy with that. I love it.
Hit me up on IG, slide in those DMs.
Yes.
DTF, down to forgive, y'all.
Follow her at Lotus Hustle, and she will read your tarot cards. Is it tarot or tarot cards?
Tarot.
And she will read them for you. She does readings, so make sure you hit her up. And and of course, make sure you guys follow Crazy Maria. Maria, thank you for running the board, for running these crazy loud ladies up in here, up and down. And I got to keep her on her toes. I'm like, up, down, no, mute her. You know, all that. It's a lot of work.
Showed up. We are loud as fuck.
When the ladies get together and we got drinks, we go up and down. We get loud. And that's okay. That's what Ladies Night is about.
Ladies Night.
That's Ladies Night. Hey, the next thing you know, we're going to be dancing on tables.
Ooh, not this one.
Twice.
I don't know how well it'll hold up.
Is this sturdy enough to hold me though?
No, we're not doing it here. Keith, we're not doing it here, I promise. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Enjoy and treat yourself to some more ladies nights. And if you don't have ladies to hang out with, hang with us every Wednesday and Friday at 7:30. I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. Please share us with your friends, your family. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. I love y'all. I'm your host, Mysterious Jax. This is Ladies Night Radio. And just remember one thing, ladies. You are enough. Love you guys. Stay safe. Happy Friday.